So everybody click the OK to record or whatever.
Yeah, or not.
All right, so obviously we got a topic of great interest, so let's do the front end stuff really quickly. Welcome all. I'm Ken, WONN, and good to see the good turnout here. And over 40
Yeah, that's fine.
so far. So an interesting week, just a quick recognition of some of the recent silent keys. AC1EV was an active member for about a year or two, and then he suddenly went quiet on me, and I actually reached out
Hi.
to him,
Oh, okay.
and it was right around the time he had passed.
Yeah, can you take that out? Yeah.
So miss him. He's from the next town over, of course. Just this week, K1DJ
No volume.
was announced. Also a YCCC member. I don't know him nearly as well as I probably should. And of course, we've all seen probably all seen the league's announcement about the B1 RFI. So just really, good friends. May they rest in peace. So membership stands at about 257 paid and life members. That's the strongest it's been in several years. And as a result of that strong membership, the budget is in pretty good shape at Bob reports 59.94 in the till at this point. So that's a really good position. That's much stronger than the end of last year. And I thank you all for paying attention to paying your dues and good stuff like that. I don't know if Jeff is out here, NT1K. I just wanted to again extend my appreciation for the great effort he put out in Western Mass area meeting, and thank him. I wanted to thank him for that. Jeff, are you here? No. Okay. Finally, I'd like to thank Rudy, N2WQ, for pulling this together. It's a great subject. It was crossing my mind, and just as I was thinking of it, Rudy sent the note. Him and Dennis had offered to pull something together here. And maybe, Rudy, you could just say a word or two. I think I heard you in here. Yep,
I was totally unprepared to say a word, but yes, I do agree, Ken, that this is a topic that I believe is going to be of interest to very many.
Yep.
Phone has always been, at least for me personally, a drag. I didn't really enjoy phone contests too much. And I always dreamt of having phone contests to be as easy as CW contests. And thanks to all the work that Tom and the rest of the N1MM team have done, I think we're a step closer to achieving that goal, not just for me personally, but I think for everybody who loves contesting. So Tom, John, and of course, Dennis, really, really appreciate you taking the time to do this show and tell.
Great. And maybe you want to say a word or two about your recent effort with your website there. So what the genesis of that was our last officers meeting. We were looking at easier ways to do activities that would encourage operating. We looked at some of the other clubs around, and they have these year-long operating tracking events, and the hard part of those is the data collection and manipulation once you get the data. And so as a result of that, Rudy offered to go look at how some other clubs are doing it, and then next thing I know, a website's popping up. So maybe a few more words about that, Rudy?
Yeah, absolutely. I think you nailed it. There are quite a few award programs out there, and the goal of all of them is to encourage club participation. By encouraging people to participate in different contests, they develop their skills, they test their stations. It has many, many benefits that benefit them personally as well as the club. And as Ken pointed out, the hardest part of all of these awards is gathering the data. It is a very manual work. I've spoken to a few of these people that do the tracking. And to be brutally honest, they absolutely hate it. They hate the manual aspect, and they also hate the constant challenges and questioning that is coming from the members. So I figured maybe the secret sauce to being successful with such awards is not necessarily having the program in place. That seemed to be fairly straightforward, but really automating the process. So between our last board meeting and this past weekend, I did have some discovery sessions. I wanted to make sure that my understanding of what others are doing is accurate. And I figured talk is cheap. Let's actually build it. Let's kick the tires and get feedback from the club. It's music to my ears that our coffers are full because, in my mind, in order for these programs to be successful, people do need to get something material in the mail. And what the other clubs are doing is they're getting a plaque for the first 5 or 10 mil points. And then they're getting endorsements as they move forward in ranking. So there you have it. Um, I did send an earlier email with the link to the leaderboard. This is beta slash soft launch to get everybody thinking about whether or not things look right. Is this how we want to present the rankings? And in parallel, an idea that was inspired by Bob KQ2M is to overlay spotting data for additional incentives. As we all know, phone contests do not have the benefit of skimming, and whether or not the station gets spotted very much depends on the initiative of other operators. So I have built the plumbing to actually track spotters. Need to figure out how we're going to incentivize both per spot as well as overall ranking. So there you have it. If you haven't looked at the leaderboard, please take a look. I would love to get any and all feedback you're willing to share with respect to the program in general. I think we have a couple of contests, big contests remaining this year that we can use as proving ground, and then we can make it official in 2026.
Very good. And
One important point,
okay,
unlike any of the other clubs, ours will take logs from any and all contests. Yes, we certainly have our preferred simply because there is a club competition available for those, but we recognize that not everybody does all the big contests, and the leaderboard recognizes the efforts of others in again in non-preferred contests. So don't be hesitant to upload logs for those, whatever exotic contests you're participating in, that will be scored and they'll be reflected in the ranking. Again, this is all possible because there is no manual aspect to processing the data. It's all automated. I'm done.
Okay, well, further to that, the officers of the club need to get together, see how the data collection's going, and then decide what we want to do with that data.
Exactly.
So some work to do there. This is just proof of concept at this point. Okay, now I've been looking through. This is the most members I've ever had on Zoom, so it's really easy to miss people in here. I don't think we can tolerate going through all of you introducing yourselves. We'll be here all night. But are there any candidates out here for new membership in the YCCC? Please make yourself known. No, okay. I was expecting at least one. All right. We should also, we get a thumbs up over here. What's this about?
Hey, Adam Smith, AA1N.
Oh, okay. Adam is here. Okay. Great. All right. So we do have a candidate for new membership. I should also point out we do have a few members from the, the Ontario Contest Club. Welcome. And hopefully you learned something here. All right. Let me get my info open up here. Okay, we just received this application recently from Adam, AA1N. Adam, what town do you hail from?
QTH is Acton, Massachusetts.
Acton. Okay, great, great. He just applied and he indicates he is an ARRL member, FN42GL. Adam, why don't you tell us a little bit about your contesting experience and what led you to join the club?
Sure. Interested in the club for basically learning and to see what's going on and what I can learn and get into in the middle of it. I was a novice in the early 90s in high school, then lapsed for life reasons, and came back to the hobby 7 or 8 years ago. Been fairly active over the last 3 or 4, including getting back to my general and extra and the current call sign. And over the last couple of years, I've started doing more home contesting, not claiming anything huge or great, but willing to learn and figure stuff out. And I've run, weekend contests from a 100-watt TV wires type home station by myself, and more than 500, less than 1,000 cues in a weekend is where I tend to get to with family and other stuff on the side. So just interested in the conversation and the experience. Glad to be here.
All right. How did you find out about the club?
Certainly know about it in the area. I'm a member of the Part of Westford Club, and actually an officer now, and was talking to Max and 4ML and some others about YCCC as well.
Okay, excellent. All right, so having heard about Adam's interest in his background in contesting, take a motion to accept him as a member.
I make a motion.
All right, second? Anyone?
Second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
All right, excellent. All right, so Adam, what will happen next is you'll get a onboarding packet from our club secretary. Highly recommend the first thing you do is sign up for the groups.io reflector, so you see the traffic of what's going on, and pay your dues. And at that point, you'll be a full member of the club, and we welcome you aboard.
Thanks very much. Appreciate it.
Okay.
Nice to see everyone.
All right. Excellent. Any other potential new members out here? Nope. Okay. Excellent. All right. So, hey, look, we're just about on time here. So, why don't we get started? Dennis, did you want to lead off? Do you have any slides you want to share, or?